I think Toby's middle name should be Gamers. Toby, Gamers, Rock. Just makes sense.
I think it should be Atari.
Atari?
It's a geeky thing.
Okay. Hi, I'm Amy.
And I'm Crispin.
And I'm going to talk about WattPad. WattPad is a reading app that you get off the App Store for free. It has tons of different books, probably thousands, close to 1 million. There's something on there for everyone. Fiction, sci-fi, fantasy, romance, everything. There's a couple that I really like. Most of them are fantasy. Just make sure you get your parents to check what you're reading and make sure they know everything about it before you download it. One of my favourite things about WattPad is that you can write your own books. All the books on WattPad are written by other people, just like you and me. The only problem I really have with WattPad is it's really hard to get discovered. There's, as I said, thousands of books, and that's great. But sometimes it's not so good when you're trying to get other people to read your books.
I had a look at WattPad and I didn't actually really find much of the stuff that interests me, so there's a downside for me, but it looks like quite a good platform for me to put my own works on, so I've got a wee bit of a mixed opinion.
But Crispin, if you think about it, there's sci-fi and fantasy. Those are two things you like, right? I'm sure if you had enough time to go through the books, you'd find something you liked.
Probably.
You've been looking at something quite a bit different, haven't you, Crispin?
Indeed I have, Amy. I've been looking at an online collectible cards game called Hearthstone by Blizzard, the makers of World of Warcraft. If you've ever played something like Magic the Gathering or the Pokemon cards game, you know what this game is about, and it's pretty cool. You can get it for free from Blizzard's Battle.net thing, but it does need an account. And Amy, didn't you have some problems getting one?
Yes, it took me quite a while to get an account, but even when I did get an account, I still had some problems logging in.
Still well worth it, as it's a very fun game and the multiplayer experience is very good and near identical to the single player, so if you just play single player then you're not missing out much. Multiplayer is great for playing with your friends, although if you haven't leveled up your character it can be quite difficult. Compared to Magic the Gathering, it's a lot easier to get into, as I tried Magic the Gathering a while back but just couldn't get into it because of the high barrier of complex rules. Some of the things that I didn't like about Hearthstone are that until you've unlocked all the cards and characters, it's a bit harder to play as.
I didn't like it because it was so repetitive. It was just the same thing over and over again. And the only difference was the difficulty level was a little bit higher each time.
I don't really agree with her. After the tutorial, it gets a bit different.
A bit different.
Only a bit.
That's my point exactly.
Hearthstone!
We're really keen to hear from you guys, so email us at hi@whatnow.tv. Subject, gamers.
That's all we've got time for today, so see you all next week.